Okay, we'll start. Namaskaram Andi. We'll start. So, you have any example chart? Huh? Okay, give me the data. Yeah. August 16, happy birthday.
August 16, happy birthday. 1981.
1981.
5:31.
PM or AM?
AM would be better. I think AM.
Don't think. Be sure and tell me.
It's 5:31 AM.
5:31 AM. Okay. Male or female? Male or female?
Female.
Female. Okay.
Palm Springs, California.
Palm Springs. Palm Springs, California. Okay. So what are we looking at in this?
We are looking at
Marriage?
yeah.
How should I save it first?
It is Shilpa.
Shilpa. Okay. Do you have any events or no events?
Events, yes, couple of events.
Yeah, tell me.
She is right now working. She did undergrad right now in what in 2003, undergrad in 2003 and MS in 2006.
MS in 2006. Don't know the area.
Don't know the area.
Okay.
Yeah, she is working in New York, but don't know the area.
Working in New York.
Yeah.
And don't know in what area.
No?
Don't know in what field.
I don't know.
Okay.
So the only information I have is undergrad in 2006.
Okay.
And,
Masters in 2006 and okay.
and they are finding it very difficult to find the suitable person in this country.
Finding it very difficult to find match
And the suitable match.
in US. Why? Are there any special criteria? There are so many men here.
No, I don't know what is this
Okay.
criteria.
Okay, so the data is 1981, August 16, 5:31 AM. The time zone is 7 hours west of GMT, basically Pacific Daylight Saving Time. Palm Springs, California. 116 degrees, 32 minutes, 40 seconds west. 33 degrees, 49 minutes, 49 seconds north. And the Lagna should be 21 degrees, 31 minutes in Cancer. And moon should be 9 degrees, 56 minutes in Aquarius. Okay?
Slightly off.
I'm off this.
So it's not coming into the 1950.
19?
Yeah, 19 Cancer.
1950.
One second. I will experiment. No, I wasn't experimenting.
You still have beta 2 or you have beta 2?
Yeah, I have beta 2. You have beta 2 also, right? So 5:31 AM, right?
Yeah, 5:31.
August 16, 1981, 5:31 AM.
118 West 24.
118, I'm getting 116.
I got 118 years.
118 West.
Okay. Okay. Palm Springs, Or
Yeah, you might have gone to Arizona. Are you sure?
No, it's California.
Okay.
No, you type Palms, California, not Palm Springs. You see, check the name, Palms. Palm Springs is 116. What you typed is Palms, that is 180 degrees. You type Palm Springs and the best match was Palms basically. So it found Palms.
Oh, I see.
It's actually not Palm Springs but Palm Springs.
Palm.
Palm Springs.
It's one word.
It's two words, Palm and Springs. You thought it was Palms, plural and Springs. There's no town like that, so it found the nearest match which is Palms. Nearest match means it basically looks at the first letter, second letter like that. So after Palms, it did not find any match, so it found Palms. Anyway, so if you find Palm Springs, 116 degrees, 32 minutes, 40 seconds west, 33 degrees, 49 minutes, 49 seconds north. Then it will be 21 degrees, 31 minutes Cancer, right? Lagna.
24.
Okay, because you don't have beta 2. Okay. Other beta 2 should get the same thing, 21, 31 Cancer.
Or 21, 31.
Yeah.
So 18 Cancer.
You also get 18 degree Cancer? 21, yeah. One second, let me see.
This time I did type right.
Yeah.
Alt C.
You are using Siddhanta.
Okay, I just downloaded it. Okay,
Oh. Yeah, if you download the default is Siddhanta.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense because I had to upgrade to the operating system.
Oh, I see.
So
Change it to calculation option recommended by author. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
So it's 21, 31 Cancer after rounding.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, now let's get going. So the data we have is she joined job when she did undergrad, we don't know what field, in 2003. She did masters in 2006, again we don't know the field. And right now she is working in New York City, again don't know the area, don't know the field, but she is working. Do you know when she joined job? Soon after masters? Okay, we don't know anything. All we know is that she is actually working. And we also know that they are finding it difficult to find a match for her. And we were asked to predict when she will get married. Luckily, the Navamsa is not on a border. There is a 7-minute leeway on one side and 8 minutes on the other side, Navamsa Lagna. So, Rashi and Navamsa are safe. Dashamsa is on the border, but we don't really care. We don't really know much about her career anyway. So we'll ignore the events we have because they are not really useful. There isn't really much information in them. So we'll just assume that the time is right and make a prediction. And hopefully Rashi and Navamsa Lagna are accurate. Error is not more than 7 minutes. Okay? So, Navamsa, first of all, before timing the marriage, let us see if there is any weakness in the Navamsa. Does Navamsa show marriage or happy marriage? Or does it have any problems? How is the Navamsa? What do you think? Ketika and Rajas in the Navamsa, right?
Yes.
How is it? Lagna Lord is in debility, yeah. But does he have Nijabhanga? Yeah. So Lagna Lord is in Nija, but he has Nijabhanga. But interestingly, Lagna Lord is actually aspecting Lagna by 10th aspect. So, if the Lord of a sign aspects the sign, it is powerful for that sign. So even though Lagna Lord is not very strong, the fact that he has Nijabhanga Rajoga and the fact that he is aspecting Lagna, it's not really that bad. How is the 7th?
7th Lord is in 12th.
7th Lord is in 12th. Is it a great combination? Is it a good combination or not really?
Not really.
Not really. Except that he is in a friendly sign. 7th Lord is in a friendly sign, but he is in the 6th house from the 7th house. So he is not really that well placed. So there is a little bit of problem. Anything else? Any other factors that really stand out? What is the biggest weakness in this chart? In this Navamsa?
The Venus is in 2nd house.
Yeah, is it weakness? Is that bad?
It's not-
Venus is Yokaraka and he is in the second house of family, so that's not really that bad. And he is in a friendly sign. Actually, Admitra Rasi. Venus is in an Admitra Rasi as a Yokaraka. Venus is well placed. Yeah. Sun is the weakest planet. If you ask me, he is very closely affected by Ketu. If you look at Ketu is at 22.5 degree Pisces, Sun is at 25 degree Pisces. So within 2.5 degrees in Navamsa, Sun and Ketu are very close. So 8th Lord Sun and Badhaka Lord Ketu are together in the, they are reflecting the third house of initiative and third house of Vikrama, Parakrama, etc. This is the seed of the Kamatrikona. So also it is the 9th house from 7th house. In the 7th house of marriage, it is the 9th house of fortune. So that is afflicted by Sun and Ketu, 8th Lord and Badhaka Lord. So that is one big weakness. And Moon being in the 12th house is a bad thing, and Saturn in debility is a little bad. How about Mercury in Gemini? Is it good or bad? Even though 6th house is the house of separation, you would say, quarrel, still 6th Lord in 60 is good. It is basically Harsha Yoga. So Mercury is actually well placed, Venus is well placed in this chart. Now let us see Dashas. What Dasha is running right now? What is the Dasha we should use?
Regular Vimshatri.
Let's, Vimshatri will of course apply. Are there any other Dashas? Ashtotri doesn't apply. Lagna Lord and Rahu are not, Lagna is not in Vargotma. So let's just use the regular Vimshatri from Navamsa. So Vimshatri from Navamsa. What is the Dasha running right now? Rahu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rahu Mercury.
Should be good, right? Mercury
Is it a good Dasha to get married?
Antardasa is good, right?
Yeah. But the thing is, if we use our standard rules, assuming that the time is accurate, Moon, the birth happened in Krishna Paksha, and Lagna is in the first half of Capricorn. First half of Capricorn is Chandrahora or Suryahora? Chandrahora. So Chandrahora in Krishna Paksha. So what is the Dasha applicable? Chandrahora Shukla Paksha is Vimshatri. Chandrahora Krishna Paksha is? Yeah, we haven't met in a while, so I forgot it. Shortshotri. Chandrahora Shukla Paksha and Suryahora Krishna Paksha. Those are Vimshatri. The other two are Shortshotri. Chandrahora Shukla Paksha. Basically, Shukla Paksha is Moon is big, right? So Chandrahora, in Moon Hora, Moon should be big. Suryahora Krishna Paksha. Combination, and Krishna Hora and Surya Hora and Krishna Paksha. So those two are Vimshatri Dasha. Other two are Shortshotri Dasha. So here, Shortshotri will actually apply more than Vimshatri. So if you go to Shortshotri of Navamsa, what is the Dasha running right now? It is the Venus Dasha that is running right now. The Dasha running right now is that of Venus. So this is actually a conducive Dasha for getting married. Why? He is the Yokaraka. He is in an Admitra Rasi. He is the fifth lord of Purvapunja. So Venus is actually quite well placed. So Venus Dasha is a good Dasha. And Venus is going on right now. In 2013, Venus Sun will start. And Sun is a problematic Dasha. If she gets married before then, during Sun Dasha there will be some problematic situations because Sun is the 8th Lord and he is afflicted. So during 2013 to 14, there will be some tension in the marriage. But there is a very good chance that before 2013 March, she will get married. So the next year and a half is basically a very good time. Now, why is she having trouble getting married right now?
Yes, research you got, Venus is running from 2010, right?
Yeah, to 2027.
28.
27.
If I use 360 years and 7.5 to beta, it is 2010 to 2027.
Then you are source of Tridasa.
Of D9. Yeah.
So it is Venus and what antidasa is Sun?
No, Venus is running right now.
Running.
And I am saying that is conducive for marriage. Venus is running right now and it is conducive for marriage. Right? But what I am cautioning is, once the sun,
Antidasas are not starting to start from Venus. So why, what?
Yeah,
not
okay.
start from Venus? What is the setting?
Oh, you still, it's not a beta, right?
It is not beta. So that
no, still you will be, it's an option basically. So go to preferences related to Dashas, open the Saraswati Dasha and click preferences related to Dasha. No, sorry, not this one. Oh, this one only. No, not this one. Antardasha option. Click on the options button, sorry. Click on the options button. Go to the bottommost combo box. So it says, if ABCD, EFGH are the Dashas, and suppose you want other Dashas in Mahadasha F. So select the first one, FGH, ABCD, starting from F and going linearly. So select that one, and you can say, apply this to, no, it looks fine, right? So okay.
What was the setting?
Huh? No, the thing is, it is described there, right? If the Dashas are ABCD, EFGH,
Yeah.
and you want the Mahadasha F, Antardashas in it. The options are, you can start from F and go linearly, which is the standard way for doing the second chart.
December 15, 2009.
December 15, oh, very young. Yeah,
2009.
yeah,
1208.
yeah. PM,
Yes.
yeah.
Afternoon.
Male of male.
Male.
Yeah, where?
Boston, Mass.
How should I save it?
Vasist.
Persist. Very good. Wow. Okay, what are we seeing? You probably don't have too many events in this kid's life.
I think this is, from what they have asked me, I think the parents' chart is to be seen more than the boy.
Okay, so what is that?
They are concerned about, somebody told them that the boy will be a rough boy and he will be a rowdy or a gunda sometime. So they are
Told that the boy will be,
boy will become a rowdy sometime in future. That's what I've been told, and that is the
concerned.
parents' concern. I think this is more of a parents' concern.
Yeah.
2 years old.
He is 2 years old. So they are so concerned that the boy is a rough boy. And
Okay, we are seeing a chart, 2009 December 15, yes, 2009 December 15, 12:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 hours west of GMT. The place is Boston, Mass, 71 degree, 3 minutes, 37 seconds west, 42 degree, 21 minutes, 30 seconds north. And they were told by somebody, probably an astrologer or psychic or somebody, right? Somebody told them, predicted that this boy will grow up to be a very rough person and very, he'll be a rowdy or gunda or some underground element basically,
And also
underworld
he will be
element.
away from parents.
Huh?
And also he will be away from parents.
And he'll be away from parents. So that's what they were told. So they are concerned. They are concerned about this kid.
So they want to know basically about the kid and his mental health and his professional
Yeah.
generally.
So they want to know how the mentality of the kid will be, whether he'll really be a goon or whether he'll be a normal person. So that's what they want to know. Let's see. Okay. So Lagna should be 5 degrees 6 minutes Pisces. Okay. So how is the chart? First of all, there is Amavasya Yoga. That's probably why we have Amavasya Yoga. Amavasya Yoga, there is a saying that people born on Amavasya will either be great saints or big goons, gundas, big rowdies. Yeah, my gut feeling is see, Pisces Lagna, nobody will predict a goon. No, not that they will not become, but usually it's not a thumb rule. Pisces Lagna, oh, there will be an underworld, underground person. No, people don't do that. So,
won't say that it's Pisces Lagna in general.
It's unlikely with Pisces Lagna, very unlikely. You will expect some Saturnine or Martian Lagna, right? So, this is basically somebody did not even look at all the combinations. They just looked at the Amavasya Yoga, and in the Purva Punya, 6th house, there is Mars and Ketu combination. So probably somebody just looked at these and made the prediction. Mostly it's based on Amavasya. Now, point number 1, tell them to do Amavasya Dosha Shanti basically. They should do that whatever Homam Parasara recommends for Amavasya Dosha, right? So that they should do. Sun, moon and then those idols, and then do a homam with the mantras given by Parasara for moon, sun, all those. So do the Amavasya Dosha homam, Amavasya Dosha Shanti Puja. So that should be done. Okay? So that's one weakness of the chart. But it's not really, doesn't really show an evil person. Amavasya, I know some saints born in Amavasya also. So, Lagna Lord Jupiter is in the 12th house. That too Aquarius, a philosophical sign. Right? So Lagna Lord is in the 12th house, and Mars and Ketu are the 9th Lord of Dharma. They are in the 5th house. Even though Mars is debilitated, Lagna Lord, the 9th Lords are in the 5th house. So, even though Mars is debilitated, is there Nijabhanga? Yes, there is Nijabhanga. So Mars is debilitated, but there is Nijabhanga Yoga. And 9th Lord basically in the 5th house. That's a good placement. And the 5th Lord, Moon is in 9th house. Actually both are in debility and both are having Nijabhanga. Now the thing is, Moon and Mars are exchanging houses. 5th and 9th Lords are exchanging houses. That is auspicious. It is good for Dharma. Purva Punya and Dharma, the Lords exchanging houses is good for Purva Punya. And Lagna Lord in 9th house at the same time. 9th Lord in 5th, 5th Lord in 9th, Lagna Lord in 12th. Is this a combination for basically a spiritual person or a evil person? What is your call? See, Lagna Lord in 12th is in general good for somebody who gives, good for somebody who contemplates, who compromises. It's basically a good combination. On top of it, 5th and 9th are basically, even though there are debilitated planets, there are nice Rajogas involving 5th and 9th. So overall, there are different combinations here relating to spirituality. So basically, now we can confirm from the Vimshyamsya, but just based on the Rashi chart, there are some decent combinations with relating to spirituality. Also there is Gajgeswari Yoga, involving the Lagna Lord and 5th Lord. The Lagna Lord Jupiter and 5th Lord Moon are in mutual camp lords. So there is Gajgeswari Yoga, which will make him well known. So there are nice combinations in the chart. And if you look at the Arudha Lagna, the 3rd from Arudha Lagna has Jupiter. That's it, no other planet. 3rd and 6th, if you see from Arudha Lagna, only Jupiter is there. So basically it shows a saintly kind of person, a very gentle kind of person. So gentle disposition. I don't really see a mafia person. Now, let us see the Dashamsha to see the work that the person does. In the Dashamsha, Lagna is Sagittarius, Lord Jupiter is in the 3rd house. Okay, so Lagna Lord is in 3rd house. Mercury is the 10th Lord, he is in the 7th house in own sign. So basically 10th Lord is strong. Lagna Lord is not that strong, but 10th Lord is strong in own sign, right? And Lagna Lord is aspecting 10th Lord. So 7th is particularly strong. The fact that Lagna Lord is in 3rd and 7th Lord is in 7th, Kamatrikonas are particularly strong. Moreover, 11th Lord is also exalted, right? So 7th Lord is in 7th house, 11th Lord is exalted. So Kamatrikonas are particularly strong. So this may be a business person. Business is good for this person rather than working for somebody else. And Rahu is in the 10th house. Rahu in 10th can show some underhand activities, but Rahu is in Mercury sign, Kanya Rashi, which is an auspicious sign for him. Some people take it to be his Mola Trikona, and for Ketu Meena to be Mola Trikona. And that Rahu is in Ananta's Dashamsha, right? Rahu is in the Dashamsha of Ananta, which is conducive for spiritual pursuit. So, overall, basically, Dashamsha shows a businessman, a trader. Mercury in the 7th house shows a trader, a businessman who also does some spiritual work, some mystical spiritual work. And if you see the Vimshamsha, how is Vimshamsha? See, we can't be sure that this Lagna is accurate, but assuming this is accurate, this chart is not really weak. The 5th Lord is in Mola Trikona, right? So forget about other combinations, just the fact that the 5th Lord is in Mola Trikona, Jupiter is in Mola Trikona, and he is aspecting Lagna Lord. 5th Lord in Mola Trikona, aspecting Lagna Lord. Basically, this is a decent chart. So overall, my feeling is looking at Rashi, Dashamsha and Vimshamsha, this is a chart of somebody who is reasonably spiritual and a honorable person. So I'm not really concerned about ending up as a rowdy element in the society. I don't really think it's an accurate assessment. It's simply based on a thumb rule that people born on Amavasya will become outcast in the society. I don't think they have to be worried about it. Tell them this will be a very nice person, he will be very honorable in the society. And only thing is, because of the Amavasya dosha, they have to do some shanti. Sun is also in Kannada, I didn't see that. I missed that. Yeah, gosh. Because Sun is in Kannada. Again, Gandanta planets don't show evil people, it only shows some physical problems. Again, basically some bone related problems or accidents when Sandhya comes are possible. So they have to do remedy for that also. Sankranti dosha and Amavasya dosha. Sankranti dosha shanti, Amavasya dosha shanti. Two different pujas they have to do. What will be a good remedy for this person? I mean, he is too young now. He won't do any remedies now. But the thing is...
Other question they had that he will leave the house, home.
Right? Yeah. The question is, will he leave the home or will he stay with parents? How do you... First, look at Dvadashamsha to see... the question is not whether he will leave house or stay at house. The question is whether he will be close to parents or away from parents. So, see week work. Gosh, the Lagna is on the border. It could be Aries or Taurus. So, I will leave that question for now.
Okay.
Until we have some data to rectify the Dvadashamsha, we can't really say anything. But if this is Lagna, 9th Lord is very strong, Lagna Lord is in 4th house. If Lagna is Aries, Lagna Lord is in Lagna. So either way, it seems like he will have a normal relationship with parents.
From Rashi, that looks decent enough.
From Rashi also, it looks decent. 9th Lord is in, 9th and 5th Lord is fine. So my feeling is he will have a decent relationship with parents. But as far as going abroad is concerned, look at Chaturthamsha and Rashi. In the Rashi, Lagna Lord is in the 12th house. Taking Lagna Lord as Kendra, even in Chaturthamsha, taking Lagna Lord as Kendra, from Pakalagna, Rahu is in the 12th house. So, and moreover, 9th Lord, Mars, is in a Jal Rashi aspected by Rahu. Right? So, and in Chaturthamsha also you can see that the 9th Lord Mars, he is strong, and the other 9th Lord Ketu is aspected by Rahu. Rahu is the 12th Lord. So if you see the Chaturthamsha and Rashi, there is a chance of settling down abroad. Leaving the birth country and settling down some other country is a possibility. There is a possibility. So, but the thing is, it may be going to some other country, Europe, God knows, maybe going to India, you never know basically. But there is a chance of settling down in a faraway country, in a foreign country. But overall, he'll be good with parents.
You repeat the telling, that is because Chaturthamsa is now...
In Rashi first, the ninth lord, if you see ninth lord, Mars, right? He's in a Jal Rashi and he is aspected by 12th lord Rahu. So 9th lord and 12th lord Rahu and Mars are in Samsaptaka. In the Chaturthamsa, 9th lord Mars is strong and the other 9th lord Ketu, he is a Jal Rashi aspected by Rahu. Rahu is the Karaka as well as 12th lord. And moreover, Lagna lord Jupiter is in 12th house. So these factors basically make me think that there is a good chance of settling down abroad. The other factor is the 12th Lord Saturn in the Chaturthamsa. 12th Lord Saturn and Balaka Lord Mercury, they are in Samsasara. So all these factors make me think that he may settle abroad. So good luck to him. There is nothing to worry. Just do the Sankranta Puja, Navamsa Puja, he will do fine. Okay. So, and this also. Any remedies we can suggest, by the way? Any remedy? Remedy. Any remedy? Any remedy? See, the key. Huh? Well, Lagna Lord is not that bad. So he is in the 12th house. 12th house is not really a bad house for Lagna Lord. He is not in a friendly sign, but Aquarius is one of the fruitful signs for Jupiter. A philosophical sign, and Jupiter is a great guru. So the real thing is, the 5th Lord, 9th Lord, Sarvatana is a nice Rajoga. 5th Lord, 9th Lord, Sarvatana, but both of them are in debility. And the thing is, the malefics are involved. Sun, Venus are involved with Moon, who are the 6th and 8th Lord. So two malefics are involved, and nodes are involved. So the Parivartana between Mars and Moon, nodes and malefics are involved with that Raj Yoga, right? With the Parivartana Yoga. So there is some weakness. Nodes can show some kind of transformation in life or going to a faraway land, faraway culture. That's what nodes can show. And malefics can show under some kind of distress or duress. That is how the Rajoga will manifest. But the thing is, to make it smoother, you can worship a Devata shown by Moon and Mars. Right? Debilitated Moon and debilitated Mars. So it will be a Devata. The best is Chamunda or Chandi basically, a warrior goddess. So Moon and Mars Parivartana involving Scorpio and Cancer. Worshipping Chamunda, worshipping Chandi, it's like an teach Chandi part to this person. If the parents can first learn Chandi Sapasloki or Sapasati, and when the kid is old enough, if they teach him Sapasloki to start with, and then later teach Chandi part. If this kid can do Chandi part on a regular basis, this kid will be really unstoppable. Because, Parivartana between 5th and 9th Lord is always extremely auspicious. Two benefits having Parivartana. They are two friends. So, that will be very auspicious for him. So, Chandi is best for him. So, I will end this. 1989.
2:07 p.m.
2:07 p.m. Male, Visakhapatnam. How should I say it?
Prabhat.
Prabhat. Okay. So Lagna should be 90 degrees 12 minutes Libra. Okay, so what is the event you said? He recently got a job?
Yes.
When?
June 26.
June 26, 2011 he got a job. What kind of job?
Software engineer.
Software engineer. Okay, he got a job as a software engineer on 2011 June 26th. He joined, actually, not got a job, he joined on that day. Okay, so first let's make the chart. Let's go to Dashamsa. First of all, the software career makes sense into Dashamsa.
What is the Lagna you're getting in
D10, I'm getting Aries. Aries, 11 degree 56 minutes, around 12 degree Aries. So does software career make sense? Yeah, exactly. 2:07 p.m. So in the Dashamsa, 10th Lord is Saturn, but the thing is 6th Lord Mercury is exalted in the 6th house. So 6 is very powerful. So 6th house of service can show the job, career. So Mercury can show exalted Mercury in Virgo, can show an intellectual career, software, logic, analysis, etc. So the software career makes sense. Now,
And also 10th Lord with Rahu can also show that he can be very rich.
it can. Now, Mercury is in Nirati's Dashamsa. If you see the Dashamsa, June, not July. The event, but birth is in July, July 5.
July 5th, right?
July 5th, 1999. So, Mercury, if you see the Dashamsa, is in Nirati's Dashamsa. Nirati, like we discussed earlier, is either cutting edge technology or underground work, illegal work, either illegal or cutting edge. So here Mercury being in Nirati's Dashamsa, the 6th Lord exalted in 6, shows that in general he will be working in cutting edge technologies. This is too early. But the thing is, in the long run, he is more likely to be successful in cutting edge technology, latest technology, because Mercury is in Nirati. This is the Dasha. Now, what is the Dasha running right now? What Dasha should we use? What is the Dasha applicable in this chart? Tell me. "12 degree Aries" means Surya Hora. Surya Hora, Shukla Paksha. So what is the Dasha? Shodasotri, right? Shodasotri of Dashamsa. When you use Shodasotri of Dashamsa, what is the Dasha running right now? Huh? Shodasotri of Dashamsa. Yeah. Ketu Dasha is running.
That's what I can see. Because he's
Yeah.
the 8th Lord in 7th house.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So Ketu Dasha is running right now, and Ketu Mahadasha, Ketu Antadasha. Doesn't make any sense at all to you, honestly, very honestly. Is there any sense in this? What do you think? Is there any sense in this?
So more the Lagna.
Let's assume that it's X5. Let's not. See, the thing is, yeah, there is enough leeway. Let's assume that it's X5. Let's not just jump to the conclusion. So obviously, Saraswati Dasha is not working, right? Now, why and what Dasha should we use? What do you think? Which Dasha will you expect to give job? Honestly. Saturn or Mercury, right? Do you expect Mercury or Saturn Dasha to give job? Because Mercury is the 6th Lord in the 6th house. Saturn is the 10th Lord in Lagna, showing a new beginning, aspect in 10th house. Right? You will expect Mercury and Saturn periods to give the job. But it was actually Ketu. Ketu makes no sense at all. He is 8th Lord in the 7th house. He can't give job. He will actually take away any existing job. So it makes no sense. So Samadar Dasha is applicable. We want to check out normal Vimshottari. What is the Dasha as per Vimshottari? Venus Ketu, right? Or Venus Mercury. Well, Antardasha is Mercury, but Venus Dasha. Venus is the 2nd Lord and 7th Lord in the 4th house. He is not particularly showing start of career, right? Does he? Not exactly. So, Vimshottari also is not really making that much sense. Now, are there any other conditions applicable? Check very carefully. Are there any conditions applicable? No, let's leave the Lagna. Because with this Lagna, exalted Mercury in the 6th house will show the kind of career he is having nicely. Moreover, currently Saturn is transiting in Virgo. This event happened in Saturn transit over Virgo. Right? Saturn is the 10th lord transiting over the 6th lord, exalted 6th lord. So basically, getting a job during this period makes sense. Moreover, if you see the Chardasha, right? What is the Chardasha running right now? Leo. Right? You get Leo as a Chardasha? So, Leo is the Chardasha. Leo Chardasha, is it good for career? Well, it is the 5th house, containing a Rajayoga. Lagna Lord is there, it is the 5th house, right? And taking that as Lagna, the 9th Lord is in it and its Lord is in the 5th house. Taking Leo as Lagna, Lord Sun is in 5th house coming. And Mars, Yokarka is in Lagna. So from that also things are well placed, and taking normal Lagna, it is the 5th house, containing a Rajayoga between Lagna Lord and 4th Lord. So this is a good dasha. Moreover, look at the transits when this happened. Make a chart for June 26, 2011. So Leo is the dasha. So taking Leo as Lagna, looking at the transit, Jupiter is in Aries. Jupiter is the 5th lord in the net from the dasha sign, and he is transferring in the 9th house, aspecting dasha sign. So Jupiter's aspect on the dasha sign is there, right? And secondly, Venus and Mars are in the 10th house. From the dasha sign, 10th house of career is being translated by Venus and Mars. Venus is the 10th lord, Mars is Yokarka. So 9th and 10th lords are transiting in the 10th house together. So in transit there is a Rajayoga. And moreover, 10th lord in the 10th is very good for 10th. So, and Lagna lord is also transiting well. He is in the 11th house with the 11th lord. So that's a transit for good Labha. So overall transits are good from Leo Chardasha, and Leo Chardasha shows, very clearly shows, 5th house and Lagna are very auspicious. Trines are very auspicious for getting a new job. So this lucky break can be explained based on Chardasha. So let's not jump to the conclusion that this is inaccurate. Now, are there any other conditions applicable? Special conditions. See, Lagna is not in Vargotma, Lagna is not in Venus Hamsa, but the thing is, shall we see from Chandra Lagna instead of normal Lagna? See, I mentioned in a previous class, there are many charts I find where things don't make sense, but when I take Moon as Lagna and apply the conditions, things suddenly make sense. I gave a few examples in the past.
Why Moon?
Well, you are after all finding the dasha from Moon. You are calculating the dasha from Moon. It's a progression of Moon. So, Moon, Chandra taken as Lagna as a reference is very important. In general, Lagna and Chandra Lagna are both important, mind and body. And particularly here, the dasha is being computed from Moon. So, Moon also can be taken as Lagna and conditions can be applied. Even Vargotma.
Why didn't Jyothishya make things with
Well, yeah, basically it's not working. So what I am saying is, see, we don't have the golden key. Exactly this dasha will apply confidently to declare. But the thing is, compared to Lagna, which has nodal influence, Saturn, Rahu and K, a debilitated Saturn, Rahu in it, Moon Lagna having Mars in it is particularly powerful in this chart, right? Moon and Mars are particularly powerful in Leo. They are in a friendly sign. So maybe Chandragna dominates. So this is what we found in few previous examples. And this is what I found in many examples. When Chandragna seems to be stronger, though I don't have a golden key, I can't confidently declare that I will work 100%. That is why I said in the past, if you know some events in the same area of life where you are trying to make a prediction, you can be convince yourself that this dasha is working nicely. Then use it. Then you can be confident. So here, Moon seems to be, but using the thumb rules that I use, Moon is particularly powerful. So see if there is any dasha applicable from Moon. So Chandra is in Vargotma. Where is Moon? In D10, he is at 5 degree 42 minutes Leo. He's at 542 Leo. So he is not in Vargotama, he is not in, 10th Lord is not in 10th, Lagna Lord is not in 7th, 7th Lord is not in Lagna, but Moon's Amsha is in Taurus. 5 degree 42 minutes Leo happens to be, if you find Navamsha from that, it is in Taurus. In other words, you can find Dashamsha Navamsha. Navamsha after Dashamsha, you will see that Moon is in Taurus. Moon is exalted in that chart. If you use the dm by d9 feature and find Dashamsha, Navamsha of Dashamsha. Take d10, the first one select as d10, and find d9 within it. Then you will see that Moon is in Taurus with Rahu, right? So, Chandra Lagna is in Shukramsha, Venus Amsha. See, Lagna in Venusian Amsha, Dvashotri Dasha applies. Right? So here taking Moon as Lagna, Dvashotri Dasha applies. So check out Dvashotri Dasha. What is the Dasha running right now? Using Dvashotri Dasha of D10. What is the Dasha running right now? Mercury Saturn. Mercury Dasha, Saturn under Dasha. So Mercury is the 6th Lord in the 6th house. Saturn is 10th Lord aspect in 10th house in Lagna. So Mercury Saturn is a great candidate for getting a job. Right? Now the thing is, taking Moon as Lagna, Ashtotri also applies. See, Lagna Lord, taking Chandralagna as Lagna, Lagna Lord is Sun and Rahu is in a Kona from him. From Sun in the Dashamsha, Rahu is in a Kona. And he is not alone, he is with Saturn. So use the Ashtotri Dasha of Dashamsha and start it from Adra, because Rahu is not alone. So start from Adra. If you do that, you will see that Mercury Dasha started in 2009. So this happened in Mercury and the Dasha. So there are two special Dashas applicable based on Chandra Lagna. Conditions applied from Chandra Lagna.
Can you repeat that again? Chandra Lagna means we are starting from...
See, Chandra Lagna is in Leo. So Lagna Lord is Sun.
Chandra Lagna is in Leo, that is.
In Dashamsha.
Are you looking at the transit?
No. Chandra Lagna means where Chandra is. Moon is in the chart.
No, are you looking basically from transit chart or from...
No, natal chart. You apply conditions in natal chart.
D10 by D9.
No, just D10. D10 by D9 was to check that Moon's Navamsha was, if you find Navamsha within the Samsha, it is in a Venusian Amsha.
Okay.
To see that.
D10 by D9, that's right.
So just look at D10. So Chandra is in Leo. So Lagna Lord is Sun. So from him, Rahu is in a Kona. So when Lagna Lord and Rahu are in whichever trines are quadrant, without Rahu being in Lagna, he is not in Lagna, because we are talking about Chandra Lagna here, not normal Lagna. So he is in the 9th from Lagna. So Ashtotri Dasha applies. And if Rahu is alone, do it from Kritika. If he is with other planets, do it from Adra. This is what Longcha taught. So starting Ashtotri Dasha of D10 from Adra and from Moon, of course. You see that Mercury Dasha started in 2009 October. So this is still Mercury that is running. Right? Mercury is running. So Mercury giving job makes excellent sense. He is the 6th Lord in the 6th house. So based on both Ashtotri and what is the other one? Dvashotri. Based on both the Dashas, things are making very good sense. Okay? Based on both of them. So the bottom line is that for applying the conditions, Chandraguna is dominating in this chart. Okay. Any other questions or comments you want to make? Chardasha we already saw, right? Yeah, we already saw.
Suppose if you have to tell this person when he's going to get the job,
Yeah.
how did we, I mean,
It
now
have
we
been
know
difficult.
the job, that's why we went to the...
It has been difficult. Chardasha has strong indications. This period was good. Chardasha was auspicious. So we have predicted from Chardasha. But the thing is to use the Nakshatra Dasha to pick the right Dasha. See, the thing is when we pick a wrong Dasha, it's okay. It's making decent sense. Vishotri is saying Venus Mercury. It's making some sense but not very strong. With Shodashotri, it seems like the best Dasha based on Lagna, Ketu, makes absolutely no sense. And when you use Dvashotri, Mercury Saturn, excellent sense. When you use Ashtotri, Mercury, excellent sense. So this is why I said, see, to judge, to see the chart and say, you should apply from Moon, you should apply from Sun, you should apply from Lagna. should apply conditions like this to be confident basically. I think we need some more work. But the thing is, we have some rules now. We don't really have perfect formulas. I'm afraid we may not even get perfect formulas. Or by the time we start to get perfect formulas, we may have to actually go into some kind of not in this public mode. Because I think as long as I'm sharing whatever comes to my mind publicly, really sensory knowledge may not come to me. And the moment it comes to me, my mind will be transformed so that I'll go private. I'll keep it restricted to a few people. That is my feeling. I've been feeling that about a few other things also that I've been receiving recently. So anyway, bottom line is there is no perfect formula, but the thumb rule is see if Lagna or Moon is stronger, and from the stronger one apply the condition. And among the conditions, see which condition applies strongest and use that basically. But the ideal is, this is why I said previously, in the same area of life, see if there are any known events from the past. If there are, see which Dasha is explaining them perfectly. If you have 2 or 3 contenders, from Moon, Dvasatri applies, from Lagna, Shvatsatri applies, from Sun, Chaturasiti applies. See which is making more sense and say, this is what I will use. And then you have a better chance of succeeding. Because there is one Dasha that really works beautifully and other Dashas which are okay. That is the thing. But Charadasha can of course be used and Sadhika can be used. And transition. Any other comments, questions? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So what do we know about his D24? Yeah. Both
in the same year.
2011 May. So it's a combined bachelor's and master's kind of program.
He finished bachelor's earlier, but he got a degree in 2000.
Okay, I see. So 2011 May he got bachelor's and master's degree in what area? Computer science, right? Okay, in computer science he did bachelor's and master's in 2011 May, and very soon he joined job. Okay. Let's see which Dasha applies. First of all, does the education make sense? Using Siddhanta, what is the leeway we have? Lagna is either Libra or could be Virgo also, could be Scorpio also. Right? So Libra plus minus 1 sign. So which one makes, is he a smart, intelligent kind of side? Very intelligent kid, okay? So if Scorpio is the Lagna, Amavasya Yoga in the Lagna, he is not really that auspicious. Nicha Moon and Amavasya Yoga. Right? D24. Oh, sorry.
D24.
No, I'm looking at Tasha chart. Go to the natal chart, yeah. Okay, so forward is 3.5 minutes leeway, backward is 2 minutes. So most likely Scorpio or Libra. Right? Scorpio or Libra is the D24. Now, if it is Libra, Lagna Lord and 5th Yokarka Saturn are in 9th house giving excellent Raja Yoga. If it is Scorpio, again Lagna Lord and 5th Lord are in the 11th house giving excellent Raja Yoga. So both of them will explain basically being a smart kid, smart learner, right? Now, we need to use the Dasha. Now, which Dasha will apply? If it is Scorpio, Shashtayani Dasha will apply. Yeah, Scorpio it is Shashtayani Dasha. If it is Libra, then what Dasha will apply? 10th Lord and 10th Moon. So it will be Chaturthi Dasha. Right? Okay. Which Dasha is making more sense? Let us see. First let's see Shashtayani Dasha. Okay? Of D24, of course. Shashtayani Dasha of D24, then Chaturthi Dasha of D24. Okay? If Libra is Lagna, 10th Lord Moon in 10th will show, Chaturthi Dasha will apply. If Lagna is Scorpio, Sun in Lagna will show, Shashtayani Dasha applying. So first, Shashtayani Dasha of what we are seeing is in 2011 May, there was an important event in his educational life, academic life. He basically got a degree, couple of degrees, which is very, very auspicious in career. Okay, let us see first let us see Shashti Hayani Dasha. Shashti Hayani Dasha. As per Shashti Hayani Dasha, Venus Dasha is running. Right? What?
Not making sense.
Yeah. So Venus, Jupiter, no, Venus, Sun gave the event. Sun, 10th Lord in Lagna, maybe. He is a benefic, so maybe. But Venus, he is 7th Lord in 8th, so not really that strong sense. So it's not making that much sense. Go to Chatrasiti. Go to Chatrasiti Samadasa. Chatrasiti Samadasa. Does it make any sense? So now Lagna is Libra. Remember, Chatrasiti applies if Lagna is in Libra only. So Lagna is in Libra and the Dasha running is Moon Dasha. Moon Dasha, what is the Antardasha? Venus. Moon Venus. Moon Venus gave the event. See, Moon Dasha, Moon is the Moon is the 10th Lord in the 10th house. Is he a benefic or malefic? Well, Suklapaksha Moon is a natural benefic. So for a natural benefic, to own a quadrant is malefic. So he is a slight malefic. So a slight malefic, but good thing is he is in own house. So Moon being in own house, Moon Dasha can be it's a mixed Dasha, it's slightly benefic or slightly malefic, it's a neutral Dasha. But Venus Antardasha vicinity, is it good? Well, Venus is good. Venus and Saturn are very auspicious planets. They are giving Rajayoga. So, but the thing is, but overall, the fact that Moon Dasha, whole of Moon Dasha, his education was going on, right? So a good Dasha for his education. So he is not really that auspicious in this chart. Now let us do one thing. Let us make one change. Can you see from Moon now? See, Lagna is Scorpio containing Sun, but Moon, is he powerful? Moon is in own sign in D24. From Moon, is there any special Dasha that applies? From Moon, is there any special Dasha that applies? Let us check that and then let's close the case. 10th Lord in 10, Lagna Lord in 7, 7th Lord in Lagna, any condition. The Navamsha, if you find Navamsha within Siddhamsha, he is not in Venasamsha. So none of the special conditions apply. So if you were to, but the thing is Lagna Lord Moon and Rahu are in mutual quadrants. So Ashtotri, if you use Moon as the Lagna, Ashtotri would have applied. Ashtotri from Ardra. Based on that, what is the Dasha running right now? Mars Venus. Mars Dasha, Venus Antardasha. Again, does it make sense? Of course, this could be either Libra or Scorpio Lagna. But the thing is, for neither Lagna, both Mars and Venus are auspicious planets. So the thing is, the best case we have is, if the Lagna is Libra. So let's change it by a couple of minutes. Let's say 2-5. This won't change the Dashamsha. So 2-5, we are taking the time, rectified time as 2-5. Which means just note down, original time 14-7. Rectified based on education. Okay. So the best case we have so far is using Chatrasiti Samadasha and using Libra as the Lagna. So with this we said that Moon Dasha, 10th Lord in the 10th house. So this is basically good for education relating to work, education relating to career-based education, and basically lot of any sign, any house in the same house makes the house very strong. So 10th Lord in the 10th gives education relating to what? Education relating to career, and then the Antardasha when this happened was Venus Antardasha. right? So he got the degree in Venus Antardasha, and that makes sense because Venus is Lagna Lord, giving a Rajayoga with the Yogakaraka. Just give me a second, I'll check one more thing. Yeah, that seems to be the best case. Now, with this, why did he do bachelor's and master's in computer science? Why was it computer science? Yeah? Yeah. Mercury is the ninth lord aspect in Lagna. Moreover, the key combination in this chart is in Gemini. Saturn-Venus combination. Lagna lord and Yogakaraka combination is in Gemini. And Gemini lord is Mercury, he is aspect in Lagna. So strong influence of Mercury and Gemini in this chart will make this an intellectual person. He is an intellectual, and education related to Mercury field, accounting, math, computers, etc. are auspicious. Now using the SJC thumb rules, we haven't completely accepted them or rejected them based on Surya Siddhanta, but those rules are 9th house and 2nd house will show bachelor's and master's, right? So 9th house is owned by Mercury, so it can show computer science, and the 2nd house is aspected by Mercury, 75% aspect of Mercury, and the 2nd lord Mars is in Mercury sign, and the other 2nd lord is Ketu. Ketu can also show computer science. So basically there is an influence of Mercury and Ketu on the 2nd house also, so they can be computer science expression. Now the thing is, if this is really accurate, the rectification to Libra is accurate, Chardasha also should be reasonable, right? So see the Chardasha. See the Chardasha of D24. So what is going on with the Chardasha of D24? What is the Dasha that gave this event? What is the Chardasha that gave this event? Yeah. So can Sagittarius give this kind of event? Is Sagittarius a good dasha? Well, Sagittarius is the 3rd house, right? Sagittarius is the 3rd house, but its lord is in the 12th house. Sagittarius is owned by Jupiter, 3rd and 6th lord Jupiter, right? He is a male figure, but he is in the 12th house. So basically 3rd lord in the 6th house, meaning that 3rd house dasha can be good in that area of life. Moreover, take Sagittarius as Lagna. If you take Sagittarius as Lagna, how is the chart? How is Lagna Lord, how is 4th Lord, how is 5th Lord? See, Lagna Lord Jupiter, 4th Lord Jupiter and 5th Lord Mars are together in the 10th house of Career. So the Raj Yoga between Lagna Lord and 5th Lord in the 10th house of Career can give some good career related education. Moreover, in general, Lagna Lord and 5th Lord together is a great combination. Also 4th Lord, 5th Lord. So there is a Raj Yoga from Sagittarius. Moreover, at the time of the event, how are the transits from Sagittarius? Where is Jupiter, the important planet? He is the Lagna Lord, the Dasha sign Lord. Where is he transiting? In 5th house with the 5th Lord. And of course 10th Lord also, that's different. But bottom line is Mars and Jupiter Raj Yoga that occurs in the natal D24 occurs in the transit also in the 5th house from the Dasha sign. So Lagna Lord, 5th Lord transiting in the 5th house. So this Dasha is conducive. So Sagittarius is using Sagittarius Dasha. If Jupiter and Mars are transiting Aries, it can give some good events in that area of life. So this makes sense using Sagittarius. So my feeling is the Siddhanta Lagna should be rectified to Libra and change the time to 2-5. Okay. And if you do this, actually you will see that in the current year, not current year, but the previous year, the Tadaka chart, if you make the Tadaka chart, you see that Libra rises, right? In D24, Libra rises. and it contains exalted Saturn. Libra rises in and it contains exalted Saturn. So can you show during this year basically having a very auspicious event in career? Yes, right. Okay. Any other questions, comments? Anything else? Okay, so with that we will end the class. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Dharmika Jana Sukhino Bhavantu Yavad Bhumandale Sanatan Dharmo Vardhatu Vijayasata Bharatakhande Om Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti